Hello everybody! Today happens to be my birthday, so it's February 23rd, 2015, and instead of going and do my chores for weeks now, I was eager to say something that really bothers me greatly about intolerance, about judging others, and coming with the subject, huge intolerance as endless fights, terror, and extremism. Now I call this extremism, but let's go little by little. We all have, no matter where we live, no matter who we are born, I should rather say, to some country. That country comes with the culture, with the political views and agendas, and of course with the religion. And you hear the news. Even me, who doesn't really watch the news, I cannot escape it. We all know more or less what's going on. So a little more about this today, okay? The baby is born. The baby has parents or a parent, people who take care of it, of this little human being, cousins, relatives, neighbors, teachers, friends, etc. We all have views, and actually the more the merrier. But the fact remains that if we're born to Christianity, we are Christians, and that's the biggest religion, number one. Number two is Islam. And by the way, the religion is called Islam, but the followers are called Muslims, okay? Because some people are like, what is Muslim, what is Islam? It's the same thing, okay? Just one is religion and one is follower. Then we have a Hinduism and Buddhism. Judaism is actually like minority, really the middle-sized religion. It's not one of the five big ones. But the number 5 is actually New Age. And New Age is really new, because I believe in 1848 was a medium who spoke to the spirit, and that's how we started to believe that is a lot more than we can see, smell, touch, okay, with our 5 senses. So because of that 6th sense, there is more to it. And of course it's more to everything. First of all, New Age is not an occult, okay? This is not a voodoo. This is a belief in religious freedom. This is a freedom, okay? So you're not just Christian. Even if you were born to Christianity, Islam, or you're a Buddhist, you have a bigger picture in your mind than just being in that religion. And I tell you why. Because once you bolt in this one of these circles, most people living always in one country, believing in one thing, That's all they know. Because how else they would even grasp something else, you know? It's just almost impossible. If you're a Christian and you live in a country that they all, at least majority, are Christians, and you do certain things, going to church and reading Bible and you know, having neighbors and friends and relatives all being Christians, that's who you are. And that is okay, as long as we all understand that the same thing goes for any other country. So if we have Buddhism, for example, they believe in the same thing. They born to Buddhism, they believe in Buddhism, and that's always do it. Hinduism is a religion where you have many gods and goddesses. Did you ever hear, for example, about Krishna? Oh, that's okay too. Because that's what they born to, and that's what their beliefs are. And now we can go on and on and on. So where is the problem? Why we have this Islamic terrorists right now, this Islamic extremists, all this violence in the name of religion? I personally think it's a lot more to it. It's some politics that we're not even aware of, probably in most cases. It's maybe this is smoke and mirrors, because I just don't believe that in the 21st century, in the age of Aquarius, where we're ready to explore other planets and the universe, we still want to fight. Like in my case, I'm from Poland, 1410. That was Grunwald, where we had the Teutonic king, Ulrich von Jungingen, and the Polish king, Jagiełło. And the Polish and, you know, Germany, the Teutonics, that they wanted they own under the cross, say what's going on in Poland. Sooner or later, it's that enough is enough. Let's go on an empty field and let's settle this once and for all, who is the winner and who is not. And the Polish king won. But we're in 21st century. And now we're not talking about horses and swords. Okay? We're talking nuclear weapons. This is very dangerous. And I have to say, to all the Christians, all those Christians who in one sentence will say, we believe in God, only our God is okay, the others don't know better. And by the way, the others saying the same thing, so you know. And we want the best for the people. We love God, we're going to church every Sunday, we read the Bible. And in the very next almost sentence, they will say about somebody else, they should bomb them, kill them, wipe them out. No, that's not belief in God. That's the ego talk. That's the power talk, okay? That's the war talk, which is everything but God. So something is wrong with our beliefs. What are we believing? What are we thinking? And what are we saying and doing? Because I see here a big conflict. how we're raising our children, that at some point they become extremists. And I don't care, this can be in politics too. Either you're Democrat or Republican. If you're too far left or too far right, you also extremist. And extremism is not good at all, ever. Because he's kind of saying my way or highway. So how can we talk about peace? We're all different. Can you imagine if everybody were blondes or brunettes? Or everybody loved blondes or brunettes? That's why we have racism. That's why we have religious wars. Because of the judgment, intolerance, lack of compassion, and forgetting love in a big way. It's all about hate, revenge. I want to be better. I want to do more. If he doesn't agree with me, he can get lost. Why do we have these wars? Is anybody who is listening to me who loves wars? And if you do or you don't mind, why do I care? Somebody will say. I'm sitting here, they fighting there, or whatever. Don't think that way. Because that is not gonna end. If this will continue the way it goes, it will not end there. If we're too cold, if we lack the compassion, love, and love for everybody, not just love and being respectful and compassionate only to our own culture, our own religion, our own skin color, nothing good will happen. And it's time to wake up and really smell the reality. Be the light of change. Show how much you care about people. Don't judge. Be tolerant. Doesn't matter how the person looks like. We all have our own life path with our own destiny. And anything less than love and compassion will not bring peace to anyone. So it doesn't matter if somebody believes in Krishna, Buddha, or anybody else, it doesn't matter. It's their right. That's all they know. And we have to love them for being one of us, humans on this planet, planet Earth, that we have to love and respect each other. You see, here is I drew little trees with all the names of the religions. There is, of course, always atheism, and atheists believe that God is a man-made concept. That's okay. That's okay. It's no need to hate them. It's no need to even preach to them. We have to respect them the way they are. As my old friend used to say, Grace, no worries. When the plane starts to really shake 30,000 up in the air, everybody become believers. So no judgment. It's no need for it. Just be the good example. Be the love and light in this world. That's all you have to do. And accept people for who they are. Don't try to control them, manipulate and change them. Leave them alone. Let them be. Sooner or later, people will understand or will find the path to their own life by your good example. Okay? Love God and do good. And you see, if you're too close to one tree, that's all you see. That's why I drove trees. But if you put far away and you see all these religions and understand how they were born, raised, and became to be who they are right now, I would say, if you have children, you know children, you are again teachers, parents, understand that these people who are called ISIS, those Islamic extremists who do awful things, they were at some point babies. They weren't born in black uniform with the gun in their hand, killing others. They were little innocent babies. And what happened? That they became terrorists. It's so important to raise our children in the right way, in an atmosphere of love, unconditional love. Not, I'm going to give you many gifts so you love me more, and if I don't, you're going to hate me. Unconditional love, compassion for everything and everybody, no matter what, without any judgment, and with absolute tolerance for all good. And only lack of integrity, when you killing, when you doing bad things that should be discussed or punished. But really it would be no such a case if we all knew what is love, hug, kiss, compassion. And on this note, with lots of virtual hugs, my dear, and love, unconditional love, doesn't matter where you are and who you are, what country and religion, what is your skin color, what are your beliefs, as long as you act with integrity, with love, light, and compassion for the others, and respect for God, because that's where we're gonna go back, to God. I say goodbye, wish you the best, and send you lots of love, kisses, and healing. See you next time.